Hello everyone, welcome to the Crypto Eagles. I hope you are all doing well and safe in your homes. So it's time to start our voice AMA with Moona rewards. Please welcome our today's guest Marco. Hello brother,
Hi everyone.
how are you
Yeah,
doing today?
good. We are very excited to being here. So we have a huge day coming up tomorrow. We have a relaunch of our Miss Moona Rewards token. We started at the beginning of this month, and we had to migrate in a new contract base. So the tests are now completed. Um, The DApp will be updated within the next hours with the new contract, and we will start the listing at 4 p.m. UTC tomorrow. So we had a migration process in the last days. Maybe I can share the um, DApp from us.
Thank you very much for a bird view of your product. So now we will start officially our AMA, and please, first of all, please introduce yourself with us. How and when you have started in crypto, and how did you get involved, and most important, what's your role in Moona Rewards, and also introduce your team with us.
hmm Yeah, so we started with the project end of May. We were together in a team with Kieran, Neo, Thomas, Abby, and yeah, so we started designing the project, getting ideas together back in February. As the market boomed, I created for myself for the Ether chain front running bot, which was quite good. So it was looking for transactions where investors invested, let's say, at least 3 Ether, and the price went up with 7% or higher. So I tried to front run those transactions, which was quite good. Um, However, the trend of crypto tokens went in a different direction, meaning that tokens are now higher taxed. Yeah. At that time, tax of 1 or 2% was already quite high and normal. Yeah. Nowadays, we have 10, 15, 20, 25% tax on token transfers, which makes a front running bot not reliable, just because you have the, let's say, 20% tax per buy and you have 20% tax per sale. So if you want a front running bot and you want to front run the transaction, yeah, then you pay tax. The price went maybe up by 10%, but you sell it then. So it's very hard to have, in this case, a front running bot running. So we were sitting together and considering ideas for a new crypto project, and we started then with Miss Moona Rewards. So Miss Moona Rewards is a token project for the Binance Smart Chain. It is a typical dividends project. Yeah. So this means that users get rewarded in every transaction, 8% across all holders, um, with dividend tokens. Yeah. When we check here our depth, for example, we have here then a setup. So users can configure their own rewards token. Yeah? So it is now here set to sniping bot rewards mode. I will explain soon what it is. So we also can set any token that we want as a rewards token. Yeah? So if you want to get cake rewards, you can get cake rewards, tiki rewards, you can get tiki rewards. You can also paste any contract into the address and you will find a new token. For example, if we check the pink sale, yeah, so we had our pre-sale on pink sale. We filled 600 BNB hard cap and we started. And yeah, so for example, here are upcoming projects. Let's say Voice is coming up. it's currently in the preset. And if you want to get rewarded in voice as soon as possible, yeah, so you can actually copy the contract address. Then you can go back to Miss Moona Rewards. You can enter the address here in the field, and you see, okay, voice. Let's confirm this. And as soon voice will be available, yeah, we have to wait here now for the confirmation of the receipt. As soon voice will be available for trading, you will get rewards in this setup in 50% BNB token and 50% voice token. We have to wait for the confirmation. The BNB smart chain is lagging within the last 1-2 days, so it might take a while until it will be confirmed. Yeah, let's wait here a few seconds. Usually it takes about 10 to 15 seconds. It's a normal transaction for the Binance Smart Chain, but the network is currently um, lagging, so it might take a while longer. Um, once this is confirmed, yeah, then you can set a so-called rewards ratio, which is seamlessly configurable. Yeah, so you can set it. For example, if you want to have 100% BNB rewards and you don't want to have any other rewards, you can set it to 100% here, and then you will receive 0% cake rewards in this case. You can set it also to full cake rewards or anything in between. Yeah. Um, you still have to wait for the confirmation um, of the transaction. Not just because the Binance margin is lagging currently. So yeah, Miss Moona rewards got a special mode here actually, which is the sniping bot rewards mode. So I just get a notification that the transaction was confirmed. So the sniping bot rewards mode is we have a sniping bot running on the server that monitors the Binance Smart Chain 24/7. So it's looking for new promising token projects. Yeah, we all know those tokens. Yeah, last year in February we had Hodge or maybe even projects like Doge when they come up, or Star, Moon Token, Tiki. Yeah, those are new projects, and some of them are very cheap at the beginning. So that's why we are looking with the sniping bot into new promising token projects. Yeah. So when we check the analytics page, um, the sniping bot was not running at the moment when we started the contract because we identified in early stages that we have to upgrade the contract. So we started the migration process here. Yeah. So after we launch, approximately 1-2 days after the relaunch, we will activate the sniping bot just to have a smooth launch from the relaunch. Yeah. So the sniping bot is looking for new promising token projects. For example, if a new project comes to the Binance Smart Chain, we monitor it for a certain period of time. We're looking for the total token transfers. We have to look into buys. We have to also consider sales. Yeah, just because we don't want to tap into a honeypot. Yeah, we want to have a serious token project that we are aiming for. So we are looking at about setting 6 to 8 rewards tokens per day. So this is basically you invest one time in Miss Moona rewards, and based on the traction on the transactions on the chain of the Moona rewards token, you will be rewarded in dividends tokens, and those tokens, when you set it to the sniping bot mode, will change on a daily basis. Yeah. So, for example, if you go then here into the rewards page, the first token that was set was here 17 days ago was the cake token. Yeah. So this shows the rewards view shows actually the current balance in your portfolio, in your wallet. Yeah. So this is live data from the blockchain with the current balance. And that list will then fill up with sniped tokens. So you will have at any time overview of your dividend tokens that are currently in your portfolio, and you can decide when the best moment is to sell. For example, if you see, okay, cake is now valid $15, you was looking 2 days ago, it was maybe $8. Um, yeah, then you can just click on trade, and you can use the native dApp to trade the token, for example. Let's say, okay, I have 0.8 cake. We want to sell 0.2 of that. So you can use the Moona exchange, the swap functionality, which uses the original Pancake Swap V2 router and factory contracts. Yeah, so there's no contract in between. Yeah, we're communicating directly with Pancake Swap V2 to make the trade possible. And yeah, we have to wait again for the reset. Um, so we have the rewards view with the list of tokens that will fill up over time. Yeah. So with 6 to 8 dividend tokens per day, you can imagine that over time you get a nice list of tokens. And who knows, maybe here and there we will snipe even some of those good tokens. And we all know that quite many projects are doing 10x, 50x, some even 100x, 1000x was also possible, huh? Or even higher. So with Miss Moona Rewards, we are looking especially for uh, new token projects, as we know that often at the beginning the price is very cheap. Yeah, some of those tokens basically explode after 3, 4, 5 weeks. Yeah, so if you keep an eye on your rewards list here, and you can monitor actually those balances, and you see what's the current value. Yeah, maybe you get just a reward or a dividend of $2, $3, $5, $7. Depends in the payout period on the traction of the Moona token itself. Yeah, but if one of those tokens is doing maybe 20x, 50x, so you'll have a very nice income over time just by investing. Yeah. And if you want to, you can support the project. Yeah, so you go into Go Your Investment, and you can click daily um, through the to-do list, for example. Yeah, if you want to vote for Moona at CoinSniper, you just click here at the button. You will be navigated to the CoinSniper webpage where you can vote. Yeah, where you can vote for the contract itself. So when you go back, then you see here the check mark. Same for CoinScope, CoinHunt, and yeah. So we introduce our ecosystem with the Moona token, yeah, which relaunch will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC. How is the relaunch working? So we had a migration process. Um, we collected quite some Moonas. Yeah, I just before the AMA, I transferred those tokens and sold it against bank in PooCoin, just because we tried to buy back the liquidity from the Pancake Swap pool. Yeah, there was a liquidity at the moment of migration of 483 BNB and 2.3 billion Moona tokens. So we were able to buy about 395 BNB back. We stocked up the developer wallet with over 110 additional BNB, and we will provide the same liquidity tomorrow to the pool as before the migration process. So there will be about 2.3 billion Moona tokens against 483 BNB, yeah, which is above the pre-sale price, above the private sale price. So we're launching with a solid token, we're launching with a solid base, with a solid price, and huge marketing is planned. We have Twitter influencers. We will be in Telegram pin post. We will have a permanent crypto moonshots trending post. Yeah, some of you saw us maybe at Crypto Moonshots. So we got a great contact to someone from yeah, not from Crypto Moonshots, but someone who provides a great service for Crypto Moonshots. So we are not getting only the trending posts, but we are getting also the um, permanent trending posts. So we are actually in the hot list for at least 12 hours. In the past, it was between 12 and 20 hours, where we've been between position 2 and 7 most of the time in the hotspot of Crypto Moonshots, which is huge. Um, we launched our token, and on day one, we've been listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So this was also a huge impact for the project. We saw it in the chart itself. Yeah. So maybe when we open the chart here, Let's copy the address. Yeah. So all on day one, yeah, we started the migration process here. So we are here in the process of buying back the liquidity. Yeah. I have here a daily view. Let's make it maybe to an hour. Can we close the sidebar here? Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, so we see here our price. It's very good. Yeah. So we started our project. Is it all loaded? Yeah, so we started our project here at this init price. Yeah, so directly after the pre-sale. So we went up. We had two nice pumps, which is actually the first pump is here. It's the crypto, the coin market cap listing. After that, it went a bit down. A few hours later, we've been listed at CoinGecko. Then some users sold initial gains. Yeah, price went a bit down, and then we moved up again quite high. Yeah, reached a new all-time high. Yeah, and we started down then with the migration process itself. So we announced the migration process already here about. We got a very strong community. Every, everyone is behind the project, and the community likes the project as much as we do. So the core team is me, Marco. We have Kiran, we have Thomas, and we have Neo. So we are now in the migration process, and tomorrow we will provide the same price as here. Yeah. So we will be at this spot um, setting the liquidity pool at PancakeSwap. So we take it from there then again to the next level. Yeah. We will start with the sniping bot mode about 2 days after the listing. The DApp will be tonight updated, yeah, with the new contract. So the testing is done. The new contract will be called again Miss Moona Rewards and Moona Token. And so the DApp will be updated. You can use the DApp with Trust Wallet. You can use the DApp with MetaMask. Yeah, so it's an very nice project. And we had a private sale before we went to pink sale for the pre-sale. Yeah, so we had 100 seats for the private sale open. We collected 176 BNB within the private sale, which was huge because we used the first time our own DApp for that. So users were using the Miss Moona Rewards DApp to contribute into the private sale, which was a huge success. And yeah, how we take it from now. Yeah, so once we relaunch this the base, we are a bit delayed. We are about 2 weeks delayed in the project. However, when we check our roadmap, yeah, so we started in May. Then the sniping bot was adjusted for the Binance Smart Chain for our use case to get those new promising tokens. We had the smart contract development and the DApp. Then we are here in the project launch phase, yeah, with private sale and pink sale pre-sale. Now we have to relaunch the token, which will happen tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC. Yeah, and once we relaunch and the sniping bot will be activated, then we take it further down the track with our roadmap. So what we will have in addition, yeah, we had a private sale on our native DApp. There will be also a pre-sale contract, so project owners can initiate a pre-sale using the Miss Moona Rewards DApp. Yeah, so meaning there will be a launchpad provided for um, project owners. Yeah, and the difference between us and other launchpad projects. Yeah, we have at the moment Pink Sale is quite popular. Before it was the X Sale. And those projects are taking quite a huge fee from the project owners. Yeah? I mean, you got a 1 BNB listing fee. However, they are taking 2% fees of sold BNB tokens and 2% of sold tokens itself. Yeah? So we will orient ourselves at about the same weight. However, we will provide the 2% of sold tokens as so-called launchpad rewards. Yeah? So everyone who holds Moona tokens and gets dividends of either sniped tokens or own selected tokens or just BNB tokens, which is completely seamlessly configurable, yeah, will get in addition so-called launchpad rewards. So every project that launches using the Miss Moona Rewards platform will have to pay 2% of sold tokens fees, yeah, and those fees will be completely given back to the community as the launchpad rewards. Then we will have a so-called escrow service. Yeah, we all know those serious offers. Yeah, hello, sir. I'm a marketing manager of here and there. I want to list you at Coinbit. I have coin market cap offer. I can bring you to crypto moonshots. Yeah, most of the time we don't know who is behind that screen, or let's say, yeah, behind the account who is writing with you. Yeah, um, we are, let's say, yeah, we have the luck. So we got a strong team. We got good contacts to certain services for the Binance Smart Chain. However, some of those offers, we all know that there's a lot of scam going on Telegram. So with the escrow service, we want to provide a middleman for the Binance Smart Chain. So, for example, if someone comes and he wants to sell a service, let's say, okay, there is someone who sells next tools trending, yeah, which goes at about 15,000 US dollar. And we don't know, is it serious or is it not serious? So with the escrow service, you can initiate a business, a deal, yeah, where you provide the address of the service provider, you enter the value of the transaction, you set the date, and the service provider must then accept or provide the service within the given time, and then you can approve the service, and the service provider will then receive with the Moona escrow service contract the BNB value, yeah, after completion. Yeah, you can similar like if it's with Fiverr, you can ask for a revision, for example, and it can going back, and just in the very harsh cases, we as an administration service would then act and decide actually if this was a legit transaction or not. So, but this will only happen if the user, the buyer, actually will click a few times on revision or even on reject button. So then we would look into the documents and see, okay, what was actually required, what was delivered by the service provider, and in about 1% of all cases, we assume that we have to support those transactions. Yeah, and however, very similar, like let's say to PayPal, we would always prefer to give the buyer the money back instead of handing it over to the service provider, just because we know that there's so much going on in scam, etc. Yeah. So this will all happen this year. We also want to have an token charts. Yeah. So similar like from KuCoin, for example, where users can just monitor crypto token projects in the chart. Why we want to add this? Just because it makes sense. Yeah, we have the nice dashboard. We have the exchange where users can trade any token on the Binance Smart Chain um, with the current price. Yeah, so for example, if we want to have BNB and we want to get some, let's say, Safe Moon, yeah, so we enter here BNB and we get the Safe Moon price. We see what is in the liquidity pool at the moment. So there are 11.98 trillion Safe Moon and 95,000 BNB. Yeah, we have got the impact factor, which is a bit different compared to KuCoin and PancakeSwap. So the impact factor there is actually from the current price to either the buy price or the sell price. And the impact factor here is the difference between the buy and the sell price. So this means if you want to, if you have one BNB, yeah, you would get this amount of safe moon. However, if you go in a different direction, yeah, so this value will actually change here by 0.5%. Yeah? most likely you don't see this value here because it's always cut by 6 digits. However, internally, it's a difference of 0.5%. Where this value comes from is directly queried from PancakeSwap itself. So PancakeSwap and KuCoin showing you here half of it minus 0.3 as the which considers the PancakeSwap fees and the difference of the current price to either the buy or the sell price. And we show it here directly as a difference between buy and sell price. Yeah, so we have the exchange, the analytics, we got the rewards, and it makes just sense to add the dApp with a token chart just because we want to keep the users and hold the users as long as possible on our dApp. Yeah. So this will all happen still in this year. It might be delayed by 2 weeks just because we have to relaunch the contract itself, which will happen tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC. Yeah, and then between January and March, we will then investigate into a play to earn opportunity. So we got a huge amount of 2.1 of 2 billion Moona tokens allocated for play to earn. Yeah, we know it will be a game. We know it's most likely NFT based, and the investigation and the development will start from January and then until March. Yeah, so users will have the chance or the opportunity to play a nice game to earn Moona tokens. Yeah. After that, so April and thereafter, we will then orient ourselves on current trends for the uh, current crypto trends, um, and we will then expand our ecosystem further. So we can um, we can maybe go into the direction of farms, marketplaces, liquidity tools. Maybe we provide smart contract for others. We provide the lottery, um, or things like that. Yeah. So it's currently not really defined what will happen in April and after that. We know we will expand our ecosystem again, and we will orient ourselves on current trends. Yeah. At the moment, play to earn is popular, launchpads are popular, so that's where we are going. Yeah. Um, so the tokenomics, yeah, we got the total supply of 16 billion Moona tokens. All tokens are allocated. We had the Pink Sale pre-sale, yeah, with 7.7 billion Moona tokens for the pre-sale itself. We had private sale tokens allocated 3.12 billion Moona tokens. We sold in this 100 seats 1.8 billion Moonas, yeah, with average contribution of about 1.75 or 1.76 BNB per user, which is huge. Yeah, so the contribution was there between 1 and 3 BNB, and most users, on average, chose to contribute with 1.75 BNB. The remaining Moona tokens were burned. Yeah. So with the new contract, we will also burn the same amount of Moona tokens. We will lock the same amount of tokens. So all tokens are allocated. Yeah. Um, Here are the 2 billion Moona tokens for play to earn. Development and team are 10% of tokens, which are locked for 10 days and then first unlocked. And we will have no direct access to all of those tokens. Yeah? So the tokens will be unlocked. Yeah? We maybe have of this 10%, then maybe another 10%. Um, and not another, but from 10%, maybe 10%, and then we lock the rest again. Yeah, so that we will have not access to all those tokens just because we are here for the long term and for the long run. We have a project that is just now starting that was delayed just because of the relaunch at the moment. We got treasury tokens allocated, which are also locked. Treasury tokens were then later used for um, marketing activities and further project development. Yeah, we got also a further reservoir, which is locked for 1 year. Those are tokens that are currently not allocated, but just how we know as it is with other projects as well. Yeah. So it's good to have a certain reservoir of tokens aside, which are just locked. There's currently no meaning behind, but with the expansion of the ecosystem, we all don't know what will happen after 1 year. Maybe we'll find a nice use case for those tokens. Yeah. So currently they're locked. And if we cannot find a use case, then they will be locked for another year, for example. Um, so we got into token distribution. Yeah, we went with almost 50% of all tokens to the pink sale pre-sale, which was then divided into tokens for the liquidity pool and tokens that can be bought. We got the play to earn tokens, we got the private sale tokens, development and team tokens, burnt tokens. Yeah, those are the remaining tokens of the private sale. Then we have the treasury, which is for marketing and further project development. We have the reservoir, and we got 100 million of airdrop tokens. Yeah. So far, we have not distributed any airdrop tokens. Yeah, those are 100 million tokens. They will be used occasionally for airdrops. At the moment, no airdrops are planned. Yeah. For the migration process, what will happen? We will provide the listing to PancakeSwap, and then separate contract will distribute Moona tokens to previous Moona holders. Just because we provide the same liquidity pool level, we will have the same price as previously, and everyone who contributed in the migration process will receive first their tokens, and after that, the remaining holders will receive the tokens in the factor 1-to-1 without any fees. Yeah, and yeah, we have a transaction tax, yeah, of 16%. So we have yeah, things compounded into the transaction tax. Yeah, we got a huge rewards distribution. Yeah, we got of 8%. We got 5% for marketing and development, which means that we are pushing the marketing. Yeah, um, we have daily marketing going on with crypto moonshots, with Twitter, with Instagram, etc. So we want to push the project to the front. We know we have a good project here. We have a good roadmap coming up, and yeah, in future we want to with the expansion of the ecosystem, with starting of the launch pool, the escrow service, the play to earn games, etc. We want to lower that transaction fee in marketing and development. But for now, we have to start with that like it is. And then we have the 3% liquidity pool tax, yeah, just for yeah, so 3% of each transaction, yeah, are added to the liquidity pool just to stabilize the price. Um, yeah, questions? I think I've explained so far most of it.
Thank you very much. You have introduced your project very well in front of my community. And
Thank you.
now, surely it's time for our community questions. I have unmuted some of our members, and now they will ask questions. Hello, folks. Please raise your hands if you want to ask any question from Marco. You have 1 minute to
Mhm.
raise your hand. And now it's turn of Misbah. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. I have already unmuted you.
Hello, sir. How are
Miss,
you?
Hi, good.
Okay, my question is what is the highest APR that can be generated through your rewards distribution model? Do you think providing a high APR as a new startup project will be a good opportunity for your project to gain more adoption, or will it affect economic model and sustainability of
Mhm.
your project?
Um, the RPR. So we had in the first in the first 2-3 days, yeah, we started the migration process. Then we had to lower those rewards tokens. So we distributed within the first days, yeah, actually 202 BNB to Moona token holders, yeah. And I remember uh, users were saying something that they received like 10% within the first 4 days. However, I can't say that we will have always every four days 10% of dividends paid back to the community. That depends on different factors. Yeah? And we all know that those dividend paying tokens are based on volume. Yeah, the more volume, the more traction we have with the Moona token on the smart chain, the more dividends will be distributed. So we have the huge marketing wallet which we are using on a daily base to roll out huge marketing. Yeah, we had pop-up ads running with coin hunters, with coin Moona, etc. So we will again work together with coin Moona. Those ads were quite well. With coin hunters, we have to see if we want to continue with that because coin hunters got the pop-up ads. They were promoting it previously as exclusive ads. However, they changed it and they are now at the moment up to 3 or 4 projects at the same time with the pop-up ads. And the price to the service ratio, it might be a bit overpriced. Same way, that's one of the reasons why we haven't looked into PooCoin ads at the moment. Um, it might be popular in some case, but it's not worth the effort to spend a huge amount of money into PooCoin ads just because a little amount, a little, uh, yeah, or some of the community members would like to have PooCoin ads. However, they are just overpriced. And I'm also, I was during the launch more active, and now still I'm looking into the Pink Sale founders chat. Yeah. So this is a group of project founders. There are, I think, at the moment about 200 members in that group, and those founders sharing also their experience. Yeah. So actually, everyone says just that KuCoin ads are, for example, just overpriced, and it's not worth to paying into that. So we are looking into ads like CoinMuna, yeah, which are new projects, new popular projects. The price model is there very interesting, and yeah, so we have daily marketing going on, and we got our own Shill army. Yeah, we have daily contest where 3 users can win of each $50 for shilling Miss Moona rewards to mm, potential investors. Yeah, and the Moona Shill army is very popular. We got some users. They are there from the beginning, and they work hard. They put in the hard work. They bring us to Twitter. They bring us to Facebook. They write everywhere about Miss Moona rewards. And yeah, we have just a daily contest, and it's working very good for us. So this cannot directly answer your question how the APR will be. Yeah, it all depends on the price model itself. Yeah, I mean, if you invest now one BNB, and if Miss Moona rewards is 1 week later, um, let's say 10x from the price, then you got already your invest back by factor 9 or factor 10. But if the price goes down, then it will take longer until you get your initial investment back. Yeah. And if the price stays stable, but we got still traction on the smart chain, so you get paid in dividends. Um, yeah, it's hard to say. We have a strong project. We have a great community. We got a lot of diamond hands in our projects. We got some very good investors. Yeah, and if you check our chat, even that we are now in the migration process, the community is very strong behind us, and we try to be as transparent as possible, and we are giving back as much as possible to the community itself. Yeah. So yeah.
Thank you very much. I hope she will got her answer. And our next member will be Kyron Ford. Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
I'm part of the team, mate.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kiran is
okay.
team partner.
Yeah, someone else.
So next will be Kashif Javed.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Thank you. Good, Kasi.
Please tell me about your temporary vision and how you see the project in long run. I want to ask, as you see, all arts are affecting by the dominance of Bitcoin. So will Moona token will also be affected by the dominance of Bitcoin?
Um, I mean, many projects are um, let's say, in relation to the Bitcoin price. Yeah, when you check coin market cap and you see Bitcoin is going up, all the projects are going also up in the price. And when the price drops, then all the projects are also dropping. Just, I think it's because the price on coin market cap and other exchanges is somehow, um, yeah, somehow engaged to the Bitcoin price itself. Um, Yeah, we are here. We are here with a strong roadmap. We are working hard on the project. Yeah, we got a great team. We are all experienced in the crypto space, and yeah, we think that with our roadmap, yeah, with the marketing wallet, that we are in a very good position to have a solid project for the long run here.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And our next member will be Aisha Yassin. Aisha Yassin. I think so. I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Hello, you are warmly welcome here. I hope you are doing great.
Thank you.
My question is that Moona is configured by default to use sniping bot algorithm for the selection of new reward tokens. So can you tell us about sniping bot and how it works? Are token airdrops completely different or will they be in a native token?
Um, So the sniping bot, yeah, will be activated approximately, not approximately, within 1 2 days after the relaunch of the token itself. So the sniping bot is um, is a script that is running on the server, and it's monitoring for pending transactions on the Binance Smart Chain. Yeah. So we are looking for new projects that coming up. So for example, a project owner is adding liquidity. Yeah, we see, okay, liquidity was added. We monitor, we check this token, then we see, is it a new token? How many transactions happened? Yeah, we put this token basically in a pot, in a cage. We monitor it for an hour, and we see actually what's going on with the token. Yeah? This is an interesting token. So an interesting token will get within that hour transactions. Yeah, so users will buy, users will sell, etc. And if um, the token fulfills a certain criteria within the given time, then the sniping bot, yeah, which operates on an own wallet, yeah. So in the contract, the sniping bot wallet is an own wallet for security reasons, yeah. So even the contract creator or the owner of the contract of the Moona token contract cannot set the sniped token. Yeah, this can only be done by the sniping bot wallet. So once a contract was identified as an interesting token, it will be set. Yeah, at the moment it's set to cake just because we want to have a smooth launch. It worked quite well at the beginning, and this reward token will then change multiple times per day. And how is this handled actually? So internally in the contract for to simplify the contract logic, everything is held in BNB. Yeah. So the contract is collecting Moona tokens and it's swapping every 2 million Moona tokens um, into BNB. So the ratio and the sell amount is relatively low. Yeah. Just because we want to distribute as much as possible per day. So every 2 million tokens, every collected 2 million Moona tokens, the contract sells it against BNB, and then the contract is distributing those tokens. So you can assume the Moona reward dividends tracker contract, yeah. So like it is with dividend contracts, so you got the token contract and you got the tracker contract, yeah. So the tracker contract keeps track of those dividend tokens. Yeah, you have to hold at least 100,000 Moona tokens. Yeah, to be eligible for rewards. Yeah, and the distribution is managed by the dividend tracker. During a payout, so we have a claim rate of 20 minutes during a payout. And if your turn is in the payout wall, then the contract is looking, okay, this is user A. Okay, user A. Let's see what user A has for a setup. Okay, user A has set up sniping bot rewards mode. Okay, sniping bot rewards mode, what's the rewards ratio? So rewards ratio is 50-50. Okay, then what will happen? You will actually get then in this case 3% BNB paid. And then in this case, Sniping got selected cake token. So the contract will take the other 50% of your BNB and will buy live cake tokens with the PancakeSwap V2 router and factory contracts, yeah, which is integrated in the contract, and it will be sent completely into your wallet. Yeah. And if this would not work for some reason, yeah, reason where it cannot work is, for example, you selected an own token here in this case. Yeah, you choose a token that is upcoming. Yeah, and if the transaction fails, yeah, so if the contract cannot buy, then the 50% would go back into the BNB and you would receive in this payout period actually 100% BNB. Yeah, so in any case, you will get paid your dividend tokens. And on the dashboard itself, on the front page, you always see how much dividends are paid already to you and how much it's currently open. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And our next member will be Osge Angel. Please ask your question, please.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, hi.
Yeah.
My question is, do you have tutorial videos so we can get to know your project more clearly? Or do you have a YouTube channel or something? Can you share it with us?
Usually, what do you mean? So we got a Telegram group, or I'm not sure if I get the question right now.
She's asking that do you have any
Do you have a
tutorial
tutorial
video?
videos so we can
Ah,
get to know
tutorial
about your
videos.
project?
Ah,
Yes.
okay. So it's in planning. We currently don't have a YouTube channel where we provided those kind of videos. For now, if you have questions how something is working, we got in our Telegram group a pinned message to a previous AMA where I went actually through the configuration and through the setup and the features of the dApp. Yeah, this is pinned in our channel. And if you got questions, for example, what is the talk, what is the Moona token, why was Moona rewards created, how is the sniping bot working, what is the rewards wallet, how many Moona tokens do I need for dividends, yeah, what's the analytics page. So all those questions can be answered actually with the frequently asked questions section.
And we
So
will
videos, yeah.
we will also share our recording. We have complete recording of our voice, our video AMA also.
Oh,
So
great.
we can also share with us. So our next and last question will be from DJ. Please unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Hello, Mr. Marco. I hope you are good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
So my question is, every Moona token transaction will be taxed at 16%. Please explain this
Mhm.
16% fees. It's too much for Moona users. Many projects have maximum fee of 10%. Can you convince us with 16%
Um,
fee to bring profit as well as sustainability of the project?
yeah, so we start off with 16%. Um, and we aim actually to lower those fees. However, in the 16%, yeah, we got a huge distribution of 8% rewards tokens, yeah, which was previously very positively accepted by the community. Yeah, so we were sending out huge rewards. With the 5% marketing, we will be able to keep the project active to pay for daily marketing activities for huge marketing rollouts. We'll have enough money for further project development, and with the 3% which is added to the liquidity pool, yeah, um, we are able with that to provide a stable price actually. Yeah. We are not having a fair launch like it is with some projects that they provide one BNB against all the tokens and the price is just accumulating and going up, up, up. Yeah. We had a pre-sale, and in the pre-sale, the result of the pre-sale was actually that the pancake swap pool was filled with 360 BNB just because we filled the hard cap. And our liquidity pool is at the moment, before the migration process, it was at 483 BNB, which is 120 BNB above. We reached just before the migration a new all-time high. So I think we are handling the transaction fees quite well. Yeah? Just because we're putting as much as possible from the income of the 5% transaction tax into the marketing. So we are able to pushing that on a daily basis, which is also important. Yeah, day one we had then coin market cap listing, CoinGecko listing, almost daily crypto moonshots, um, hot list within the top 10 users, and yeah, when we see that the transaction tax is actually too high, yeah, and the project will suffer on that, yeah, we can always change this to a lower amount, which will actually happen with the expansion of the ecosystem. So for now, we're starting with 16%, and we did quite well with that. Yeah, so there's no worry actually about that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marco, for answering our community and for joining us today. Any last
Mhm.
words that you want to say to my community?
Um, yeah, thank you so much for having us today here. Um, I see there are many users in the AMA. I think it's the biggest voice AMA that we had so far. So you got a very great community. The questions are fantastic. Everyone prepared well their questions, and yeah, we are quite lucky to be here today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marco, and you can share all your related links in our chat. And thank you again for joining us
Mhm.
today.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
and take care.
Thank you. Bye.